You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Blackhawks, they have a lot of issues. I think apparently the newest rumor is that Corey Perry had sex with Connor Bedard's mom. So they released Corey Perry today. He's on waivers.
Wait, what?
That's just the rumor. I don't know. Apparently they had a bunch of the players' mothers with them on a mother's trip. There was a rumor that Corey Perry banged Connor Bedard's mom, who is pretty good looking. And now I'm seeing that it was actually, again, these are all rumors, but apparently the newest rumor is I just had it on my thing. Apparently it had something to do with Chris Chelios' daughter, who was also on the trip, and I think she or he, I think it's him. I think he is the color commentator for the Blackhawks. So it looks like Corey Perry fucked around and found out. I just don't know who he fucked around with, but he's off the team. He's gone from the team now. There was they had a practice. And he was signing a bunch of autographs after practice with the kids. And everyone's like, look, Corey Perry's not such a asshole. And I'm like, yeah, I still hate him. But sure, he's a nice guy. He loves the kids. He's signing autographs. He's a great veteran presence. And then 2 days later, like, yeah, we don't know where he is. He's not on the team anymore. I'm like, what? What do you mean you don't know where he is? So that looks like the latest with him is he is off the team. He's on unconditional waivers, terminating his contract, effective immediately. And I think they're coming out with a press conference soon. So That's the latest in Chicago. They're also the second worst team in the league still, so that's pretty much how things are going.
After an internal investigation, the Chicago Blackhawks have determined that Corey Perry has engaged in conduct that is unacceptable and in violation of both the terms of the standard players contract and the Blackhawks' internal policies intended to promote professional and safe work environments, the team said. So he did something, man. I'd love to know.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I mean, listen, I don't know if it's a breach of contract to have sex with one of your teammates' moms or wives. I don't know if having sex in general. I mean, look at Josh Giddey's situation, your boy. I don't know if having sex in general constitutes a release, but I imagine they would stretch the rules to say if you have sex with the franchise's star player who's still 18, if you have sex with his mom, you're out of here, bud. So again, I don't know if that's what happened or if the whole Chelios situation happened.
These are dogs, man. It seems like this is like a common occurrence. Like, wasn't Patrick Sharp banging someone's wife or something when he was on the Flyers?
Yeah, there's a rumor. There was a rumor when he was on the Blackhawks that he had sex with Kane's girlfriend and Duncan Keith's wife. Duncan Keith and his wife were going through a divorce, and many people thought that's why. But it turned out that was all made up. Sharp and Keith are still friends to this day. I don't think they would be if that were to be true.
Yeah.
So, but who knows? I mean, also a lot of times in hockey, things kind of get suppressed. You see that in hockey more than any other sport where something happens, but you don't know the details. Like the whole Team Canada World Junior sexual assault thing. There was like this, a couple players on the roster from like 5 years ago sexually assaulted a girl, and nobody knew who it was. I think nobody still knows who it is. But a couple players have been, eliminated as potential violators, if you will. I can't think of words. But a lot of things in general really do get kind of, put on the hush-hush. Spencer Knight was a first-round pick for the Panthers. I think he was going through some alcohol abuse problems. They sent him away for a while. Nobody knew what happened there. So this happens a lot. When Jonathan Toews and Marian Hossa both went through odd retirements / whatever with the team, the Marian Hossa had like an allergy to the equipment, so he couldn't play ever again. But that was on the hush hush for a while. Jonathan Toews was away from the team. A lot of people were saying, I think he has cancer. I think he has this. I think he has that. That was on the hush hush for a long time. So a lot of times in hockey specifically, you don't really get the details of what happens. And like you said, a lot of these players are just dogs.
A lot of these seems like a lot of these. Now I'm reading. You got me. You opened a whole new wormhole here because now I'm looking at Chris Chelios' daughter. She's married as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Corey Perry must be packing a fucking schlong piece, dude. I don't. Her husband's an NFL fullback or former NFL fullback, so I mean he's gonna.
There you go.
I need a resolution here because he did something.
I think Kyle Davidson, the GM, will be addressing the media, but I'm assuming he won't say anything specifically. He's just going to say this, this happened, that happened. I can't say anything else. There's a great video. It's Corey Perry walking to the unemployment office. It's when he got kicked out of the Winter Classic when he was on the Dallas Stars against the Predators, and he had that long long walk of shame out of the stadium. I don't know if you remember that, but it was this huge walk of shame. And then there's another tweet. This is great. Bedard's mom, come over. Corey Perry, I can't. I'm playing a hockey game. Bedard's mom, but I'm your teammate's mom. And that's Corey Perry walking off of the ice when he got kicked out of the winter class.
Jesus. All right. Well, I mean, listen, we are usually a Philly sports pod, but I'm always willing to take a detour for stuff like this. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, check back in next time we do a pod. We will have updates on this. We are going to continue. We're going to be the number one source of information on the Corey Perry release.
You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.